Hey, and welcome back to Off the Beaten Path with Ash. I've been piecing together a two-person hammock system for over a year, and yesterday I got the final piece of the puzzle. And it just so happens today's a beautiful day in February that I was able to come out, set it up, and show it to you guys. So let's get to it. Hammock systems can be a very personal thing. Different suspension systems, different tarps, different configurations, underquilts. There's so many different pieces to the puzzle, and everybody's got different tastes. If you like to spend time at camp and you like to lay around and lounge around and sleep, and if you really want to reset and recharge, hammocks are the way. So I'm getting ready to show you this system, and I want to know what you guys think. I love to hike. When I go on a backpacking trip, I like to hit the trail. I like to walk, I like to explore, I like to do all the things that we do, but I like to do it until exhaustion. And then once I'm exhausted, I like to set up camp and I like to lounge around. And for me to recharge and reboot my system, because basically I'm a weekend warrior. I don't get to spend weeks and 6 months at a time. I don't get to do through hikes. I get to do maybe one weekend a month. 2.5 days I get to spend in the backcountry. While I'm out there, I want to get the best rest possible. I want to be comfortable. And my girlfriend Melissa loves hammocks, and it enables me to spend more time into the backcountry. Let's start with the suspension system for my hammocks. I have a 2-hammock setup that has a spreader bar from Dutch Wear in between them with 2 double whoopee hooks. Pole goes in between them, and it enables 2 hammocks to hang off of the same 2 trees. That way you don't have to find 4 trees or 3 trees that are perfectly spaced. You find 2 trees just like you would with one hammock, and you set it up. I made my own whoopee slings. And then these here are called soft shackles. That way you don't have to use carabiners. These are made of AM steel. They're super strong, super heavy duty, and you can make them yourself, and it's lighter weight. And if I'm gonna be backpacking, I wanna get the lightest weight things that I can. The whoopee slings, these are adjustable, and they can adjust how close and how far your hammock is from the tree and how far up and down. And they go down into, these are called double whoopee hooks, and they're from Dutch Wear, and they have a couple holes, one for the whoopee sling to go into, and the second hole is where this pole has a little point there, and it goes into the double whoopee hook. And it basically is just a spreader bar. Double whoopee hook enables a spreader bar to go in, and it enables 2 hammocks to hang from only 2 trees. Whenever I can help it, I like to use cottage companies and US, American made type stuff. Here I've got the War Bonnet Blackbird. It's the original. It's not the XLC, it's the original one, and it's a double layer hammock. The reason I got the double layer is in case it gets really cold out and my underquilt isn't sufficient, I can put some kind of a pad in between the 2 layers. Also, what I do when I'm hiking and I have really sweaty clothes, you can put them in between the 2 layers. Your body heat will dry those clothes out. Now, sometimes it doesn't dry them all the way out completely, but it gives you a place sometimes to store things. And for the small weight penalty, I really enjoy having the 2-layer hammock. It's got a bug net that's built in, and here, this underquilt is the Hang Tight Hot Hands, and it's a 20-degree down underquilt, and it served me really well. I really enjoy it. I believe it was about $125, and I would buy another one. So her hammock is the Eno Jungle's Nest, and her underquilt is an Eno Ember. And this is a synthetic underquilt, But as far as I'm concerned, this is a pretty good setup for the price. It was kind of put together, didn't have to put a whole lot of thought into it. It's got a zip-off bug net, and it on top has a bar, a small bar that comes into 3 sections, and it keeps the bug net off your face. Here on the war bonnet, it's got pieces of shot cord that you stake out here. 2 separate things, 2 different systems, and both work really well. Now, when we hammock camp, she lays her head one way and I lay my head the other way. That way we can look over and talk. And then to cover it all up, I've got the Hammock gear standard tarp with doors. This is the 12-foot version, and it's Dyneema, and it weighs about 8.5 ounces all in. And then for cordage, I use Samson, Zing It, or Lash It. And then right here, I've got the Hammock gear snakeskin, and this is mesh. And I like the mesh version better because when you put your tarp inside of it, it lets it dry out. If you get a Dyneema version, or I had a Sil Poly version, and when you pull your tarp out when it was a little wet, it'll smell a little mildewy, and I believe this just lets it breathe a little better. The thing about this system is I bought all this AM steel in sections myself and tied all the knots, made all the whoopee slings, all the soft shackles myself. Tying all the knots and all that kind of stuff, make it a little more personal to you. However, I do have the Dutch wear bling. Gotta have the Dutch wear bling. Over here, I've got the Dutch wear ringworms. Now, these make it very easy to tie your tarp off. All you basically have to do is pull like that, tuck it in, and you're good to go. That will not come loose. And then over here, if you'll follow me over here, and then over here, got the Dutch wear wasp. Now, this is a continuous ridge line, which basically means that your ridge line wraps all the way around the tree down at the end. It comes all the way down here, wraps around this tree, and with this, you have to tie 0 knots. Makes it awesome. I mean, it comes out, all you have to do, pull that, and your whole system comes down. It's the easiest, lightest way to do any tarp. In the continuous ridge line, I take some Lash It, I tie a prusik knot, and I put a toggle on the end of it, and then I put it into this piece of gross grain that's on the ridge line of the tarp. And I like the continuous ridge line a little bit better than I do the split ridge line. I believe it's a little more structurally sound, but you know, that can be argued. And then at the end, over here, all the stakes are, I use MSR mini groundhogs. So this is my 2-person hammock setup. I love it. It's lightweight, it's comfortable. Everything about it is what I like. I pieced it together, I tied every knot, put it all together, and this is the first time that I've got to set it up. I'm gonna take this backpacking and I'm gonna let you know how it works out. This is gonna get me into the backcountry more because Melissa loves it, I love it. I think next we're gonna have to get a hammock for Orion. What do you think, Orion? You gonna have a hammock soon? 2-person hammock setup, 2 trees, lightweight, comfortable, looks good, everything I wanted. Follow me on this path that I'm taking. I believe I'm going the right way. I'm becoming a better backpacker because of you guys. Let me know, is this the best 2-person hammock system out there? If there's something better, let me know. Let me know down in the comments. If you're enjoying my journey, give me a like and subscribe and follow me. Because I know I can get better, but we can get better together. Off the beaten path with Ash. See ya. Let me know because I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Please let me know because I want to check it out.